Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground. They're going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Razorbacks will put total level to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense will have the football first. The Bayou Bengals flex on their boot rivals the last time these two men won it easily.
LSU made an example of Arkansas the last time they played. You talk to a lot of LSU fans, and they said, we think about Alabama, we think about Georgia, we think about Ole Miss. They took little brother Arkansas to the woodshed the last time they played.
And I can just tell you, as a fan of the sport, when you hear that little brother, that ticks me off. So I know it ticks off Arkansas Razorback fans, and they want some revenge, and they want that boot.
Might as well give it to him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to throw, it's Provo. Got his man down the middle. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wide open downfield. There he goes to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Arkansas's offense will get the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse. Havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the ground with the back. Makes a man miss. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Second down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on second down. To the air, it's Penny. Got his man. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Tight end now in motion. They'll go right back to it.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. Touchdown in midfield. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it over a Golden Boot.
And been playing since 1901. You think about all the great rivalries in college football, especially in the South. This is one of the best ones here. Not always have been in the same conference, but they played a lot of times, David, and it gets hot every time they meet up.
Yeah, and the boot is the shape of Arkansas with the shape of Louisiana, so obviously close proximity, bragging rights on the line.
To the air, it's Penny. The sweet feet buy a little time. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Takes the easy one to the back. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Steps away to find some room. Finds his big tight end. Bounced off his feet. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Line gets set. First down. From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And as he throws, complete to the left. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Defense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they... Touchdown LSU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Penny. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Going to swing it on second down. Unloads it left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quick pass on the jet motion. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's all we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Penny. Fires on the run. Makes the grab on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear. One of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it out. It's y'all. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A little release to the back. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Tempo and overdrive. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do, to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era. Just guys that toted the rock with some physicality. Just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Back to throw, it's Penny. Got the back over the middle.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure. I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They'll run play action. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. And it slips just inside that right upright. That cuts the lead down to 28-10. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Gets it to him on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D lineman of all... past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. And the Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Snagged in the middle. It's Connors. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. LSU quick to the line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Provo. Snagged out of the air. Inside the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on third. Grab near the sticks. It's Connors. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Rides the back and leaves it. Headed to the end zone. Kangaroos his way. Touchdown LSU. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw. It's Penny. Right on target this time. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Carter. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Finds his big tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that golden boot.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange and you can't quantify.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's Carter. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. On that one, and it goes for naught. They will back them up. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
To advance on the football. Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Picks up the first down, still moving. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Provo. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They're going to run it. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be scout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The play action fake. Pressure coming. Touchdown Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Reads it, fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Penny. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Lots of running room. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
LSU 44, Arkansas 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Gets it past the marker. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Incomplete. Worked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Now on the return. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the third quarter comes to a close. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his man. It's Shaw. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
You want to give this guy a chance to get some yards after the catch, but there was nothing there.
Yeah, give the defense credit. You saw their speed rallying to the football on the perimeter.
Looking to throw, it's Penny. Rushes on him. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns, and you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double-checking to make sure. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Penny. Going deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
We're trailing this much in the 4th quarter. The offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long, under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's what...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Scanning the field, it's Penny. Makes the catch, it's Alexander. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Flicks it out of the air. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Gives it on the option. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Pulls it in. It's Alexander.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game. And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great. And they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.